It's been a long road since the original kicker christened that first pickup truck. Oklahoma has always been a hotbed for musical talent, and Stillwater just added to that legacy. Steve Irby essentially invented the full-range mobile audio enclosure market when he built the original in 1980. That kicked off a car audio renaissance, and upgrading your music in a vehicle was a requirement. We followed and supported enthusiasts who sweated over unbelievable audio systems to recreate perfect mobile sound. America's music machines became live and loud over your passion, your emotion, your existence. From boats to motorcycles to side-by-sides, we still follow you wherever your music takes you. Outdoors or on the open road, Kicker provides the rhythm to your life.
Hey, everybody.
That made me want to go buy some kicker right there.
Doesn't it? That's an awesome video, is it not? Did you see the cutaway at Chitnam's tent of the new set? Oh, you didn't see it?
Yeah. I saw it. Yeah, the L7.
Yeah.
I did.
So, those of you that don't know, I want you to meet Dan Current. This is Dan Current. Dan Current's going to be taking my place on Monday nights in the future. Right?
You just lost all your viewers with that one. I think they all just signed off.
He's warming up a little bit. He's warming up. I'm assuming Jimmy's still driving. I don't know, but I could have called him, but I didn't. I was sitting here and I'm like, oh crap, 10 minutes. I hadn't heard from Jimmy. He's probably driving.
Yeah. Right. Either that or sign you got him tied up in a basement somewhere.
Right. There's a high possibility of that. But he bought him a vehicle.
He did. I'm so proud of him.
He's got what?
815 Crossfire XT3s on 4 Crossfire 8Ks.
Yeah, it was pretty loud.
Yeah, it's still got more to go.
It was a nice little vehicle too. Tahoe, right?
Yeah, Chevy Tahoe, the police package.
Oh wow!
The guy that owned it before him wasn't really a basehead, so he had to take it away and give it to a basehead.
Right. Heard that. We got Jamie Biodrowski in the house.
And Sam Dunn, the man himself over there.
Right. Yeah, we got some folks.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Sam.
Yeah, let me tell you some exciting news. So everybody, Dan was at Slamology, and I went to Slamology just for a day. But while I was up there, I got to talk to some cool people. And so Bass Wars, we're going to be at the show, the Sundown show, right? Yep. They verbally.
This is all news to me too. So
yeah, okay. Well, they told me that we were welcome there, so we're going to do that Sundown show. So Bass Wars is going to be there. That's cool. And then I talked to Rob Collar, and he said he could pretty much for sure get us in the Triple Fest, which is a show in North Alabama that you'll be coming to this year with the build, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's a big one. Triple Fest is a good size one. Sundown show is a really good one. Jacob and those guys put on a good show. So
yeah, and there's a couple more. There's at least another big show that I can't really advertise right now, but I'm excited. But anyway, so Bass Wars got some really big shows that we're going to be in over the next year or two. So it's really exciting.
That's awesome. I keep telling you, you're growing bigger than you think.
Well, you know what? I don't know how much growth that is. I'd just be excited to be involved. Right?
I can tell you this, being from Carolina, it's like the basshead mecca. That's where bassheads are like you're born with a sub in your crib.
Really?
So you getting into the Sundown show, you landing in the honey pot there.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how we'll do since we haven't been up there. Right now, a lot of people know about us.
It'll be a little bit of chaos because, I mean, obviously new rules, new org. Guys you need like a big crayon drawn chart because us Carolina boys are a little slow on the uptake for some things.
Yeah, I'm gonna do better than that. I think I'm gonna bring somebody with me to just walk the line and walk and tell people, and maybe a little flashcard saying, "Here's what you would be in." Just for even if they're not entering, here's what you would be in. Come check out the scores.
There you go.
You know, are you a man or you a boy? You coming to do this thing or not? Right. Yeah, and I tell you,
I won't be entering Demo Dominator at that one because I know the guys that are at that show.
Right. Well, Jordan and Jimmy are going to be sick, man. I looked at the calendar. I think the date for that sundown show is August the 14th, and both of them have shows that day.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, on the short notice, yeah, I forgot it was that close. Yeah, I was thinking of Ruckus in November, but yeah, I forgot Sundown's in August.
Yeah. So anyway, so I guess I'll be making that trek. But it never hurts to go to the Carolinas.
Nah. It's up in Hickory too, so it ain't super hot. It ain't too bad.
Right.
Kind of get a little bit of the mountains.
Man, heat, I'm used to it. Don't bother me.
I'm glad because Sweatology 2021 was rough.
Yeah, man. It was hot. It was, but I wore short bridges and it was no problem.
Yeah, that's y'all down south guys, y'all Mississippi crew, Louisiana crew.
I mean, that is just the way it is.
I'll say, I think it was worse than scraping because at least scraping, like we was in the grass under the trees and kind of it helps a little bit. And you got the ocean or the Gulf breeze, I should say.
That's what I was going to say. There was no breeze up there.
No breeze.
Apparently, there was one that night because Jordan called me and said they found a tent on top of our tent that Sunday morning when they got there and wrecked it. So now I got it fixed.
Oh man!
Said they bent it up pretty good. So
that sucks. I hate to hear that because them tents ain't cheap.
Yeah, well, luckily that tent I can buy parts for. Those legs, he said the center legs bent, and they're about $180 a piece.
I need to holler at you then because I got that same kind of tent. I need a part for it. I didn't know you could get them. So.
Yep. They sell the parts. That's the reason I buy those.
Nice. So, did David have fun up there? I know this is his first slam. You brought him with you.
Yeah, I think he did. So he got some demos. He had one demo that if the door hadn't have been closed on him, I think he would have fell out. That was the one over there in the Deaf Bunch, that pickup that had the cage on it.
Oh, the Russian Wind. Yeah, they tried to kill me too.
Yeah, everybody tapped out of that thing.
I didn't.
Did you not?
No, I almost passed out, but I didn't tap out. They hit me. I was standing in the back of the line, and not even the guy who was running it, looks up and spots me. Like I said something to him, and he kind of looked down, and he looked back up, and his eyes got big. And he literally just grabs me by the arm and drags me up to the front and throws me in the truck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, God. Here we go. I just kind of wanted to sneak in and get a normal demo, not a kill somebody demo. So he throws me in there, and for those that don't know, I mean, this truck is just stupid. It's a big steel cage, nasty. I think it does 72s or 73s on music. It's just dumb.
It's shredded. You can see paper shredded everywhere where they was obviously playing.
Oh, man, yeah, it's bad. So they threw me in there, and then they threw two other people in the first time, and one of them was a girl. She tapped in like 2 seconds. The second time, they threw somebody else in there, and they tapped. So I'm on round 3 now. I went 3 rounds with that thing. And the third one, I mean, he just shut the door and just tried to murder me. And I ain't gonna lie, towards the end, about another 5 seconds, they had to pull me out of that truck. I wasn't getting out under my own power. But I wasn't gonna tap. I might have got knocked out, but it wasn't gonna be a TKO.
So he was trying to hammer you just till you did, huh?
Oh, yeah. He was on a mission at that point. By the round 3, I didn't give up. Yeah, he's like, okay, I got something for you.
Dang, because that thing, that's a 100,000 watt truck, isn't it?
Yeah, if not more. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the power is on. I just know it's a nasty steel beast.
And did you get a demo in that weird looking thing on the end?
The Barkus? Yeah, that's the Barkus. Yeah. Okay.
That
I have yet to get a demo from it. I've seen it at a bunch of shows, and I can never catch them.
So listen, man, I was probably standing about, I'd say 6 to 10 feet, holding my cell phone, taking some videos of people, and man, that wind come out of there felt like an air conditioner, and it almost knocked my phone out of my hand. I mean, it was windy.
Oh yeah, and that's all. That was its main design was just cyclone.
Well, it worked, but somehow they did it. And you don't hear any mechanical speaker noise out of it. And they were real wise to play. They have some high end outside the truck somewhere, everywhere, I guess.
Oh
But it
yeah, it's got
played at
full
a low
outside
volume,
sound.
so it wasn't blasting you. So you could sit there and he's playing 20 hertz, and you stand beside and have a conversation, even with some highs playing. So it was a really cool, really cool
Did you
deal.
actually sit in it, or did you just catch the
Yeah,
outside?
no, man. So while I was video, and I might have been live when I did it. I'm not sure, but or either I was just video. I think I was live, but so I had sunglasses on, and of course it was hot. We're sweating, and they were kind of getting towards the tip of my nose when I was getting in there. And when I put my head in there to try to get a thing of the sub enclosure, sunglasses gone. Gone.
It
Right.
took everything off you.
Yeah, so I didn't really stay in it because I was just really trying to get some footage of people, So I just kind of hung back the line and kind of waited to see when a girl would come up because people like me with hair like me,
I was about to say you didn't get a hair
we don't
trick.
do,
What's wrong
don't
with
good. We don't do good hair tricks, right? But I did get one guy's ears flapping pretty good.
Nice. Oh, that thing is just ridiculous. The Russians do go overboard with theirs. I don't know if it's like ancient KGB secrets or something they're doing over there, but
I don't know,
they
man.
build
But
some nasty monsters.
yeah, and so CO Dave Utan, do you know him?
Name something there.
Well, he was parked right next to that steel cage vehicle in a little S10.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about now. You got to say the cars because me and names suck.
Right. Well, so man, he gave me a demo in his, and 312s is beating the block down, right? But also, he played that thing all day, and you couldn't put your hand on the subs. They were that hot, and it was still just playing.
I know that feeling. That was me Saturday. Like I was trying to get out the truck.
Yeah.
People was getting in, and it was so dang hot outside. And they're getting in, and it's like getting hit with a blast oven. It was so bad. Like my stripper pole that runs up and down, you couldn't lay your arm on it because it just cooked your skin off.
Really?
Well, the heat coming out of that center port going across it was heating up the stripper pole.
Man, that is hot.
No, but I think the motors were 240. The back of the motor was 240.
Son. Dang.
Huh. Yep. And then we're going to do it all again in 2 weeks.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, man, it was everybody's car, though. I mean, base heads and air conditioner usually don't mix. I got AC, but it don't do not a thing when you're just beating the crap out of it all day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like every car you got in, you just were ready to cook.
Yeah.
There wasn't no question about it.
What was
it was still fun.
What was the funnest demo you got for the show?
The most fun demo, I gotta say, it was Jess Berry.
I didn't see him there. I met him once. He used to compete. He competed with us once or twice before he moved up north. He had a little station wagon type car. I don't know what he has now.
Oh, no, he got a Suburban now. It's all crossfired out. I got to hear it at TDH, and he was literally, I think it's 815s in that one too. But he was only running at 1 amp, 1 Crossfire 8K at TDH, and it was nasty there. I mean, his box is so efficient and just so retarded.
He seemed like a real intelligent guy.
Oh, he's a genius. He's evil genius. Yeah. But and then he tracked me down Sunday. Now he done blowed his windshield out, set 2 alternators on fire. I mean, just been beating the crap out of him and having ups and downs the whole time, and just kept going.
Was his in the Crossfire booth?
Yeah, there's a white Suburban.
That windshield,
no windshield
caved in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he sat me in at Sunday afternoon, and I mean, this is the end of the show, and that thing tried to rip both my ears off. I got a video. I think I posted a video. Like, it's literally just trying to scalp me. It was beautiful. It was fun. It was great. I didn't get a chance to get one of Duncan's. I kind of stood back because he had such lines. I'm like, I'll see it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, when I came by over there, he wasn't there, and one time he's working on speaker, so I didn't get one either. I didn't get a demo from it, but I wanted to because they said it's really windy.
Oh yeah, well obviously he won the Deadliest Demo Award.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that's saying something at Slamology because deadliest is a big word there. I mean, it ain't like demo. No, it's not like Demo Dominator where it's the judge favorite demo. I think it kind of goes by the title of which one just straight tried to murder you. Which The one that I got was the Russian wind that tried to murder me. But
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I see Sam said Steve got a world record in. I think I saw him at the DB Drag tent. So maybe it was DB Drag. Steve, you want to come on with Dan and I and tell us about it?
I'm trying to keep up with the comments.
He'll reply.
You're seeing a different list. I think I'm seeing Facebook.
Yeah, no, I'm
Steve,
on Facebook
Sam.
too, but I'm on a computer. It's a lot easier.
Oh, there's Jason Lucas in the house too.
Yep, Jason's in the house.
I seen some David Bryant guy pop in too. I'm not sure who he is. You ever heard of him?
Right. Yeah. No. I found a hitchhiker. Found him twice now, but I think that's him. I think it's that guy. I think we've converted him to a base horse guy now.
I love old David. He's a good dude.
Steve says he's going on a drag show in 15 minutes. He can't come on.
Wait, hold up now, drag show.
Hey, I wasn't gonna question it.
I ain't gonna say nothing, Steve.
I put the comment up there, right?
I was letting that one linger for a minute.
He had the coolest looking subs. I like those. They were checkerboarded cones.
Oh, like the carbon fiber checkerboard layout.
Yeah. I like them. They look good.
I haven't heard his new build. I heard the Suburban back before he got rid of it, but I haven't heard the new one. So.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either. I just saw him there. The guy, Chet, that's going to come on and start doing shows out in West Texas and Albuquerque and stuff, he does shows for DB Drag. And so I went, and I hadn't actually met him before. So I went over there to speak with him. And Steve, I didn't know that was Steve's vehicle even. And then Steve walked around the corner. And I was like, oh, hey, man,
Yeah, I gotta put the faces with the vehicles. Like I said, if I don't see him standing by it or see the person by the car, I gotta have that association there. And it's so crazy. It's Slam. I mean, because it's so big and it's so chaotic. I mean, literally, I don't even think I hardly made it around the whole back parking lot.
No,
Saturday.
Man. I got about a third of it trying to get photos and this and that, and
it's impossible.
My phone started overheating. Because if you're using the camera for one thing, and then you're out in that heat, so it kept telling me to calm my boots, and I didn't get nearly the photos I wanted to.
Oh, that was me. I wanted to get all kind of videos and demos, and like Sunday, literally, I parked my truck up front in the vendor area and just kind of stashed it. I'm like, maybe if I just park it in between trailers and cars and nobody will see it, I can just go escape. Which was fun. I had more fun. I love giving demos. It's great. It's a blast. But like a show like Slam, it's like I want to see everybody. I want to go out and talk and have some, because you can't talk while you're demoing. Yeah, right. You can't have. That's why my voice is so gone now. Is you're yelling all day long over everybody, but wouldn't trade it for the world. Like I say, you get to see so many people, and I feel like this is such a butthole because, man, it's like so many people come up, hey, what's up? How are you? And you just do the, hey, what's going on? And you're trying to, the Rolodex is spinning, and you're trying to put the face in the name, and like, I know you, I do know you, and then about 50% of the time it'll click, and you'll go, oh yeah,
yeah. Well, I don't have that as much as you do. I'm not quite as popular as you are. But I did see people like that I had seen in you guys' areas. I'm like, man, I know them, but I don't know them.
But you don't have that problem because everybody knows you anyway. I mean, everybody knows the Billy Temple, sir.
Right. Well, I still had to pay my $10 to get in. Right. I bought me a hat because my head was hurting. I still had to pay $20 for my hat. It's clear though. Isn't that cool? See that?
Yeah. There you go.
That's a special one they made just for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it? See right through it.
Fancy.
Yeah. But I figured my head was hurt. Huh?
See, that's that Billy Temple hookup.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
But yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to scraping now. Get this one little weekend break and then head down there, and we're gonna have a blast.
Scraping is cool. It's awesome, but compared to that, it doesn't.
No, No, it doesn't. I'm telling you, like Slam is great, but it's just so big. I always have this feeling of regret, like because I missed so many people and I missed so many demos. Like
Yeah.
you go there with this mental list stacked up of I want to hear that. I'm going to hear
Right.
that. I want to see this person. I want to get with this person and holler at them. I want to talk to these people. I haven't seen her forever. And then you get there and every bit of planning and list that you had and things you thought you were going to do right out the window, instantly gone.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally impossible to do.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to me is so I've seen a lot of these builds on Facebook. But you walk around, man, you walk right by it, don't know that's it.
Right.
You know, you don't. Nobody ever shows a picture of the outside. They just show the sub enclosure or whatnot. And so I've seen people posting pictures of builds like, oh man, I would have definitely wanted to see that. And I had no clue it was there.
Right. But it's like, yeah, Cody, I love you too, man. But yeah, it's like, unless you're Jamie Brodowski with the loud ass green truck that just sticks out like a sore thumb anywhere.
Well, I was lucky. I ran across them pretty early when I was. I think, yeah, I had decided I wanted to go to the other side before it got too late because I only had one day. Right, I was
Right.
leaving
Ooh.
Sunday, so I did as much in the competitor area as I could, and then I was like, well, I don't want to miss the other stuff, so I cut over there, and then I saw Jamie and them over there, and I spoke to Jamie. He was kind of free. The other guys, they weren't free at the time. And then when I come back by, they were gone. They were all gone somewhere. I don't know if they were in the lanes or what, but all the tents were empty.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you miss it up front, like you just got to write up because like so many times, like people would come by mine or I'll go by somebody else and be like, yeah, I'm gonna loop around and come back. That loop takes too long.
Yeah.
There's like a 1% chance you're gonna make it back because now you've just been trapped by the cycle of Slam.
Hmm.
But like I said, that's kind of what makes scraping to me. Slam is great, I love it, but sometimes the smaller shows are more enjoyable. It's
Oh,
more
yeah,
of a
man.
chill
Yeah.
vibe.
Plus,
Scraping's like that.
any show in Mississippi is going to be way nicer, right?
Yeah, I got crawfish, so
We down like that. Yeah. Crawfish is nice.
that. And I will say, if you get a chance, Ruckus. Ruckus is probably
Yeah.
my favorite show of the year.
So
Hands down, Ruckus.
Yeah, we reached out to somebody to try and get us in there, and I'm horrible with the names. But then there's a guy. He's usually in our chat, and Jimmy has been telling me to reach out to him every Monday night. Jimmy tells me, "Hey, you need to contact him." So I need to do it. But I learned that he ran his own org, and I just like, man, I feel bad. I wouldn't want. But they've asked me to do it, and I need to do it. So I hope we can do that show as well.
I'll say, well, the beauty is you'll have the Sundown show, which is a couple months prior to Ruckus, and it's the same cruise because you're only 2 hours away from where Ruckus is.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even know where it was. You know what?
So
No,
I'm
not
even if
thinking.
you fly out.
No. I'm wrong. It's not Ruckus. It's Wake the Dead. I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay, that's Arkansas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of Ruckus in Carolina.
Well, we need to try to get ourselves in there too.
I said, I mean, even if you just flew up to come hang out for the weekend, you've already met you by then. Pretty much the whole East Coast posse from there.
Yeah.
But Ruckus is great because of a few things. One, it's Carolina, the Basehead Mecca. Two, it's a 2-day show, but it's in November.
Right.
Which is perfect because now everybody has finished up finals for whatever org they're running. Everybody knows it's pretty much the last show of the year. You got everybody planning their rebuilds or whatever. So it's the ultimate demo sesh because nobody cares. It's just send it. You will get the most full send demos you'll ever get at a show.
That's cool. Yeah. Huh.
And it really is. It's such a chill. It's a vibe. There's no other way to describe it. It's such a. It's really becoming a huge show, but it's still just a completely chill vibe.
Huh. Yeah.
Wake the Dead was good.
I would like to come up and visit it. So Rob helped us out. Rob solely almost responsible for getting us into Slam 2022. But Rob, I would love to announce that, man, but I'm not sure I was supposed to. Do you have any insight?
Pop in, Rob. What's up, brother?
Right?
We need the input.
Right. Yeah. I haven't spoken with the miss again since in the parking lot, but I think we were, but I didn't know if I was supposed to say yet. That's the reason I said those two shows and some more. But so
That'd be cool.
yeah. I'll start preparing now. Right?
Better be ready and not need it.
Right.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Then you had David driving them crazy trips again while you trying to sleep because he's up
Right.
getting ready.
Well, listen. So the first time we come up there, that was an all-night thing, and that was tough. We were. I know I was a zombie when I got up there that next day, and I assume David was too. This one, we did it right, man. We left Thursday night a little bit late, probably around 7, and we drove about 5 hours up to Birmingham, chilled for the night, got us a good night's sleep, and then we went to and we made it up to Indianapolis plenty of time the next day. So this one was a cakewalk, and then Sunday we just drove back, and there was nothing to that.
Oh,
So,
I couldn't even imagine you trying to be in the condition you was in Kansas City at Slam with that heat, that big of a show.
oh yeah, that I was like, no way, no way, man.
That'd have been so bad.
Nah. Yeah. So Scott is who I was talking about with the Wake the Dead. Scott, is it you that I need to reach back out to for this? Because I need to get on that. Jimmy's been telling me to do it. We did have a small conversation, but I never got a confirmation, I guess, if you will. But we really want to do that Wake the Dead show for sure, if we can.
That was my first one last year. That was a great show.
Yeah. So it turns out the guy that runs that show, he's got his own org, and feel kind of prickish asking him if I can come to his show when he's got his own org. Greg Miller at Scraping, right? He won't let us in there at all. But it's not us. He won't let anybody in there. And kudos to him. He said, well, what another org. That's why you've never seen another org at a Greg Miller show, right? Any of them. He flat out was honest with me and told me 4 or 5 years ago he didn't want any competition for USAC in there. I appreciate him telling me that. Now I ain't got to wonder.
Right, man.
Hey, so no harm,
I mean, he's a loyal dude. So
well, he is some kind of a director or something for USAC.
Right.
So I get why he don't want anybody in there. And so I was thinking the same way about the guy that runs that show, Wake the Dead. I get it. Now I had the Loosedale Fairgrounds a few times and the NOLA Speedway. I'm going to do a show there. But I'm going to invite all the orgs. Any org wants to come, they come,
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I called them. I'm waiting on for them to confirm my dates is what I'm waiting on. Yeah.
That'd definitely be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're sitting here watching NOLA on the TV right now.
Really?
Base ones. Yeah.
Right. Well, the park.
They had a track.
Yeah. But hey, man, you know what? You could do go-karts, you could do whatever. But they have that big old parking lot, man. It's
That'd
big.
be cool.
Yeah.
I'll say that's one thing that's funny about Ruckus too is it's at a drag strip too, and it's kind of a small drag strip, but I mean it's quarter-mile track, and usually by Sunday, a few of us get our balls up and go out there and try to race the base trucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you ever want to see the slowest quarter-mile times in history?
No doubt.
Come to Ruckus. I've raced the Armada there every year.
Really?
It's usually me and Nick Garcia from TDH always kind of line up, and he's got the Durango, I've got the Armada, and we'll make like 3 of the worst passes you've ever seen.
That's brutal.
I think I've seen videos where I think we're just running along the fence line, just keeping up with us with the camera.
That's funny. Yeah, I look forward to that.
lot of fun, man. It's been, I will say, this year has been really good so far. I mean, everything is trying to get back to some form of normalcy, and it's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good year. It's been a good year, man. It's been fun. It's going by so fast though.
It is. That's because last year was so long.
Right. Well, honestly, you know what? I know y'all slow down up there, but Jordan, that's when Jordan came on, and I'm surprised Jordan ain't done wore himself out. I mean, I run the org and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go, right? But
Right.
I guess Jordan is hungry too, because he's done anywhere from 1 to 3 shows a weekend. It's been rare we had a weekend off, and that is including during COVID.
Man, that's good though.
I mean, I wasn't trying to get nobody hurt, but you know, we just didn't stop down here. I mean,
Oh, it didn't really stop up here either. We were still doing the local
I couldn't
stuff.
let them put me out of business, you know. So
I will say, you want to know, I know how Jordan has so much energy though. See,
yeah.
he saves it. He doesn't smile.
Right.
Takes too much energy.
Yeah.
There's no emotion. So you
Right.
say he's just centering his chi and
Yeah.
focusing his energy on base force. That's what it is. Just,
No doubt.
but that's his secret. I don't know if I was supposed to put it out there, but that's the Jordan Acosta
Well, now we
secret,
know.
never ending energy mode.
Yeah. So Tommy Lee's wanting to know where his video is, man.
Oh yeah, I got to pull it up.
So hey, you know what? If you just wanted to, you could definitely send me some videos. I'm working on like a commercial type thing for us. I need all the content I can get.
I got a hard drive slapped full of content. I mean, does it have to be like recent? Because I've got 15 years worth.
Good, clear, just good, clear.
Oh,
Video.
so I can't go back to like my potato phone video days then. All right.
We could put a smiley over it or something, you know? Yeah.
Get back in the OG flip phone days when you're trying to record demo videos and just couldn't see
Right.
anything.
Yeah.
It sounded like pixels and a fart, and that was all you had.
Right. I got some, but I didn't get nearly as much. Honestly, it's because I talk too much, right? I know you can't tell it because of the way I'm so quiet on the show, but personally, I find myself talking a lot, and I talked more than I took pictures and videos.
The same boat here. Literally, I just stopped every 2 feet and was talking to somebody. Like
Yeah.
I'd be on a mission, like, okay, somebody come over and get me. Yo, I'm getting ready to turn the truck on. Come grab it. Yeah, I'm on my way. Never made it. There was quite a few of them I never made it because just literally stopping and talking to everybody, like, oh, hey, because you got to make the call. That's another one of those. You got to make the decision of, I know I'm probably going to miss this opportunity to get this demo, but also am going to miss this opportunity to talk to these folks again, because odds are I'm going to see them once and they're going to disappear into the crowd and you won't see them again.
Right.
It's the black hole of Slam. They come out once and that's it. Like you'll spot somebody and then odds of paths crossing again, unless they're running a vendor booth or something, or none.
Listen, I had Michael Larson's trophies, right? I texted him in the morning, says, hey, man, I got your trophies. And before I leave today, I probably should give them to you because I don't really want to bring them back home, you know? So hit and miss on Messenger, right? But, dude, I saw him only once. And that was after I gave up that I was going to see him and just put the trophies on his car. Right?
Hey, at least you found the car.
Yeah, I found the car and just laid his trophies on top. And then later I was coming back from, over there where the Def Bont stuff was, and I saw him there with Jason Lucas. And I sit there and, man, did I tell you what, man, I don't know if you tried any Jason Lucas's moonshine, did you?
I'm not really a drinker. I'm more of a medicinal type.
Yeah. Well, man, that stuff was good. I feel like I could have drank the whole bucket and not gotten intoxicated, but he said that wouldn't have fared well. It was sweet.
I don't know about that.
It did not taste like alcohol at all.
Bad.
Huh?
And that kind of heat out there, that might have backfired really bad.
maybe, but it tasted. I mean, it was not like alcohol. It was. I mean, you couldn't even taste alcohol. It just tastes good.
Man,
Yeah,
that's the scary stuff.
like drinking
That's
sweet tea or peach tea or mango tea,
that's
whatever it
yeah,
was.
that's scary because you just don't know it's coming until you find it.
Right. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh man,
Yeah. So, so hey, how much power what do you have on those 21s
I got a Crossfire 8K
per sub?
per sub.
That's 4 of them, right?
4 of them, yes sir. Now what am I actually clamping? Nowhere near it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're clamping. I mean, full tilt balls boogie, 3,200.
Dang.
If that average demos maybe 2,800. They
Well,
can take more, and the subs will take more. The amps will do more, but the truck won't hold it.
yeah. Yeah, I can see
I
that.
will say I kind of was giving it the soft Saturday there at the show because I had my windshield guy follow me from St. Louis
Hey, did
and
you
bring
need
windshields.
did you need them?
No, that's the problem.
Isn't that brutal?
I done bought the windshield, got this man to come all the way to Slam. Now he did bring. I told him load up the van because that's what he does, and I'm like, bring you a whole bunch of Chevy windshields. Bring
Hmm.
you about 3 gens worth. Tahoe, because it's all the same windshield. Tahoe, Escalade,
Right.
Suburban, pickup. They're all the same glass. I
Yeah.
said, you load them up, you'll sell them. Sure enough, he only brought about 4 or 5 up there, but he sold them.
Really.
I
Sold
made
'em
the
up.
post right before we got there and was like, hey, if anybody needs a Chevy glass, hit up my dude. Next thing you know, I'm getting messages. Hey, where's your glass guy? I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
sending them all. I'm like, go there, go there. He sold out by about 4 o'clock. He
Hmm.
said next year he's bringing all of them. He's bringing some of every.
No
He's just gonna
doubt.
like basically make
Yeah.
a post and we'll do like a pre-order. Like, all right, if you're wanting a windshield at Slam, just put a deposit down. I'll be there with your glass, and if you need it, I
That'd be
got it.
nice.
We'll put it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, who would have
It's
ever thought that? Whoever thought a vendor would be windshields, right?
this guy who needs one at every show.
You know, if I was him, I would hook myself up in that town. You know, they got warehouses where they got all the glass.
Yeah, that's what
You
he's
know
gonna do. He's gonna call a local distributor and have them
yeah, so
and see if he can just
he
pick
can
them
do
up there.
business here. Yeah.
Well, he
That,
ain't even worried about doing business. He's just gonna go, because they have glass storage warehouses everywhere. He's just gonna hit the local wholesaler and be like, "Hey, I need an order for this, 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 and this. Can I grab it?"
yeah.
If
Well,
not, he'll load them all in the van in St. Louis and drive them out. It don't matter to him.
right, right.
I
But
told
let's
him he just needs to rent a booth next year.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Just freaking vendor. You
Hit
know?
Denise and Donnie up and just be like, "Hey, I need a windshield booth."
Yeah. Hmm. Man, how long has that show been going? It's been going a long time, hasn't it?
I was just looking back. I mean, I've been going for the last 9 years, so it's been going longer than that.
Was it that big 9 years ago?
I will say pretty much, yeah. It's always been not quite as big as what you saw this year, but I mean, it's always been a pretty big show. The way it used to be, though, was they had back in the parking lot where all the demo guys were and everything was where the orgs were, and that was it. You had some demo guys back there, but not a lot
Wait,
because
what
it
kind of demo
was
guys are you talking about?
me, just us normal peons.
See, I never saw. You mean like where they were this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The back big asphalt sweatbox lot
Yeah.
that's back there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but we used to actually be able to park up front in the grass, like that whole front grassy area. And that was a heck of a lot better because you weren't on the asphalt.
Yeah. So you mean up front where they did the car and truck show?
Where the vendor booth and the car show, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the car show was always down off towards the entrance by where the stage is and stuff. And then the rest of it was all base heads in the grass, and then it kind of wrapped around. But the back lot was never completely full. Now that back lot is completely full, and so is the front. So it's definitely grown.
Yeah, it was pretty full this time.
I will say Denise and Donnie definitely put on a heck of a show. So
yeah, that's the biggest show I've ever seen. Yep,
that's a lot of organizing. That's a lot of work in that.
Sure is, man.
But they do it. They pull it off every time. I give them a lot of credit for that.
And where were the stunt walls this time? I didn't get.
I don't know.
I didn't see them. I didn't hear them. Were they there?
I don't know. There was a couple. I mean, you had a little small section of them right there by the side. You know, the road you cut through to get from the front to the back. There was a couple.
Where all the PRV vehicles were parked.
There wasn't nothing near like what there was in 2019.
No, by God, last year those or the year before, those things are the reason I left.
Dude, they were so like that was when you had the Transformers come out. That
yes.
Flipping.
They were all
you had 20 stories of speakers out of them.
Right, and all aimed at the cube.
Right, all aimed at the cube or the vendors. One of the two.
Yeah. I was standing outside the cube. You know, we were trying to talk, have a conversation. They cut those things on. You couldn't even all the way where it was up against that fence, you know, at the end of the track. Couldn't talk.
No, it wasn't bad at all this year. I mean, you had the normal, what I call the normal
right.
guys.
Right.
Nothing, I mean, yeah, they were still insane, but not like this just the sheer insanity of 2019's.
Right.
And then Galen was over there with a swimming pool in the back of his truck, so.
Yeah, I never even saw that. I saw that online. I didn't see it in person.
He bought it's a truck bed, inflatable truck bed pool. He threw it, filled it up with water and a couple bags of ice, and everybody was just out there taking turns lounging in the bed of Galen's truck pool.
Yeah, well, see, but I didn't see it.
See?
Right? Now, what area was it?
The area was where over there with the PRV guys and stuff.
Well, I walked right by there.
Yep, big green lifted pickup truck, just sitting there.
Maybe I just didn't look up.
Yeah, you had to look. You wouldn't have seen. No, it's lifted. It's like you wouldn't have seen the pool in it or really paid attention to it unless you knew it was there.
Okay, yeah, I remember. Was it the one that was kind of close to Cody's car?
Yeah.
I just got the actual truck. I didn't look up in it. I didn't do that.
Yeah, that was the hidden gem, was the swimming pool. I was pissed. I should have brought bathing suit.
Yeah.
I thought about just getting naked in there, but I didn't think they'd really go for that.
It's easier to ask forgiveness and permission, right?
Sometimes.
No doubt.
It was hot. I had to come out of the clothes. Sorry.
It was a little warm, man. No doubt. I sweating a good bit.
Oh, man, there's Vasily in the house.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
What's up, Vasily? What's up, brother? I didn't even catch you this year. Were you there? Did you sneak in this year or what? I totally didn't see Vasily. Where's he at?
I don't know.
That little car he's got is dope. I love that.
That's the little green
green Audi wagon. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it in Las Vegas. Saw it in Las Vegas last year.
Yeah, he definitely hit the full package on it. It's loud. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks good. Border was closed.
Oh, yeah, because I know Jay Home from B2 Audio was pissed about that, too.
Yeah.
He couldn't get over. I was like, man, we need to start we could have started Slamology GoFundMe Coyote Fund to get all the guys over here.
Right. Are you going to that the show out in Vegas, Steve Barber show in Vegas this year?
We're tossing it around. We usually do CES because that's February and there's nothing going on.
Right.
But he usually has the show during CES, but this year he switched it to SEMA.
SEMA, yeah.
Which is cool because SEMA's on my bucket list. I haven't been. And I really want to go to SEMA and check out SEMA because it's SEMA. But the problem is it's also the same weekend as Ruckus.
Yeah, it's tough.
It is a tough call, and Ruckus might take priority just because we always kind of make a double trip out of that because mine and Jackie's families are both still in Carolina, actually in Fayetteville where the show is. So we'll go down and go to the show and go see all the family and all that good stuff. So,
are you from over there? Y'all from
originally from North Carolina? Yes.
St. Louis.
I took a wrong turn and the GPS lied.
Dang, that's rough.
I fell asleep with autopilot on and just ended up here somehow.
Yeah.
Nah, she got transferred out here for a job, and I just kind of followed my sugar mama.
Yeah. Right. Well, that works. Was she like a heart doctor?
Nah, just a nurse.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Except she actually has to do the work. You know, the hot
Right.
doggers just
That's
come
right.
in and make the money.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, like I said, looking forward to everything upcoming.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
now it's a matter of how many shows, because
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be switching gears soon. I gotta find a way to better support these guys. This Jordan and Jimmy and Chet, and he gets started. And there's a couple other guys out east that kind of want to start. If money were no object, I was about 5 people I would like to that have asked to do some base wars, and that I would like to have them start doing it. But for me on
nice.
my end, that's about $12,000 to get them started. So we don't base wars. We don't make that much money, but
I don't know. One of your guys, I just went and bought a brand new demo rig.
oh, I know. Yeah, I
I
think he
think
got
your employee's a little overpaid there, sir.
I think he did it. He had a scratch off though. I think that's how
Is
he
that
did
what
it.
it was? You sure you didn't check the till when he brought the money in and go, why did
Right.
we only make $3 at this show?
Right. Yeah.
There was half an entry.
Yeah. Right. No, they he does usually do good at the shows. He does, and I mean, as far as that goes, we're fine. It's just on my end, I'm doing a lot to push it, so I'm putting all mine into it.
Well, that's really cool too, because I mean, you already know, like I know, most orgs want to just charge the promoters or the guys, the judges, a small
Yeah,
fortune to get
man,
in. Oh, you want to judge shows and make money for us? Oh, you're going to pay a ton of money just to do that. So
yeah, I'm getting in trouble for that right now. As a matter of fact, with the other orgs, they don't really like me a whole lot because of that. But I really didn't mean to water it down, so to speak, for them. But where we are, Mississippi, and I'd say Alabama and Louisiana somewhat, though, where there was some shows in Louisiana, but the top part of Florida, Alabama, most of Alabama and all of Mississippi, there were just no shows,
right.
So I didn't even mean to start doing this. I just was having some meet and greets because we didn't have any shows, and I bought a meter, and we were just doing meet and greets, play with a meter, and it turned into a first show, and it's just gone. But man, the reality is I think back on it, I get a little bit mad for them being mad at me for doing this, because in essence, what happened, people quit having shows because they didn't get a return on their investment. As a business guy, if you pay $500 to have a show and you sell, it would have to be $2,500, $3,000 worth of stuff. You getting your money back, you would do that every opportunity you had. But nowadays, if you have a show, people will stand in your parking lot and order stuff off Amazon, so they don't get return on their investment. So that's why people probably don't want to pay to have shows anymore. Right. So at that point, what did that do? That left me out, and that left everybody in my town and the state's neighboring, left us without base, So they were okay to let the sport die in my area because they couldn't collect the money. Well, that's when I'm saying, no, we're gonna make the sport big again. And I know you guys don't know it, but Jordan works his butt off, man. And in our area, we do a lot of shows.
I know.
We couldn't do that if we charged for shows. Just couldn't do it. And let's think about it. New org starting up. Who's going to pay me when they can pay somebody?
Who are you?
Right.
Right.
So,
but here's the thing, though. An org can support itself. That's the idea behind the org. Like, if I have to initially charge the $500, $400, $300 to even have the show there, you know what I'm saying? then obviously I'm doing something wrong because the show should have enough entries to more than cover that.
So, so that's my outtake on it. I say if I can't get the entries there, I don't deserve the money. Now, Jason Blackburn, you know him, did that Sport Showdown. So he and I were talking, and I've never been anywhere over there. And we were talking, and he gave me some money for gas. Right, he gave me gas money to come up there. I think Jimmy's gotten gas money, maybe hotel money somewhere along. But the Base Wars business model is I believe 4 hours from where that judge lives. That ought to be about his max. So because then he don't have to get a hotel. It ain't that much gas, and we don't have to get paid money.
Not only that too, but a lot of shows are generally on a Sunday. And I don't know about Base Wars, but every other org is usually on Sundays. And for most of these judges that are running them, they have a full-time job.
Right.
Like Jimmy's got a job, I got a job, you got, and we all got jobs. So if it's 8 hours away and the show's on a Sunday, then they have to call in on Monday.
Right. And that's
lose a day of work, get fired, lose money, whatever. And it really could be awful. So that's a very good plan, what you're doing with the 4 hour limit of keeping them there, because it's not going to kill them on the regular job.
Yeah, and as you can see with Jimmy and Jordan too, sometimes if they want to go, fine, But eventually, I hope to have somebody in those areas where we don't have to do that,
Right.
So,
it's getting there.
The last thing I want is for it to cost Jimmy or Jordan money to go do a show. That's the last thing. We can't always win, right? But I don't want to.
That's with anything. There's going to be the occasional flop, but
yeah.
But you guys have managed to survive, the Rona years. You got through the hard part, and now all the Bay State community's coming out swinging. So
yeah, all our shows are really good. We had a record there in Lafayette. It's our biggest show. That's just a Base Wars show, and we had 77 entries.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the other wars had that many entries at their finals.
Wow.
And we had 100 entries at our finals.
Dang.
Yeah.
It was a good size show, because I don't know about the one that I was at the one in KC there, but that's a good size turnout.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. It's exciting to watch it grow. I just gotta cool my heels, and for those guys that want to run it, I want to get them involved. I bet this is Jimmy. Jimmy messaged me, said he had about 2 hours yet still to drive. But somebody just commented as Base Wars. I bet that's Jimmy.
Says hi guys. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, because it's either him or Jordan. Hey, Aurora.
We'll see. Jimmy could have pulled over and let Mama drive and gone live with us, but no, he's too bougie now. He doesn't.
Right.
He doesn't associate now. No, he's got him a demo ride now. He ain't got time for us little people.
Right. But he's also got 2 vehicles coming home, so they both driving.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, okay. I got to take back my statement. Dang it, dang it, Billy. I was trying to talk smack and you just cut me right down.
But I tell you what I did. I bought this cool little holder, and it's got this. See that? That's a magnet. And anyway. So when I'm driving and I can't get back, like a few weeks ago when I was coming from that Oklahoma show, I just put it up there and
there you go.
Do my live right down the road.
Whatever it takes, gets it done.
Let me tell you what was not fun. Trying to read those comments while driving with no
that's almost impossible.
With no co-pilot.
Oof.
With nobody to talk to.
Well, you already know half the time my fat finger's sitting here in a chair, I hit the wrong button and end up hanging up on it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine trying to do that driving.
Right. So, but anyway, I just went on and told everybody we weren't going to do one. So anybody that knows me knows that this is not my favorite thing to do. I'm a behind the scenes kind of guy. That's what I'm saying. I was reading, I introduced and said you were taking my place.
Oh, no. No, you don't want that.
Yeah.
They want to see all that sexy Billy sexiness on the screen here.
So
originally, you notice you only had like 2 viewers, so.
Right. originally my plan was to find somebody that liked to do this kind of thing and have them give out the results, from the previous week's show, like competition. That was the original plan. You got to be really intertwined to be able to talk about somebody's system and talk with them and give results. And,
See, what you need to figure out is how to run a ticker across the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can figure it out. I bet I can.
See what I'm saying? You could literally just pre-program all the results in and just have them scrolling the whole time we're on here. So that'll keep people watching even when they're looking at ugly people like me on here. And because they're waiting to see their results.
Boom. I should just do this then, like you say.
Oh, look, see?
Right? Just put them all down there.
There you go. Bam. Problem solved.
Yeah. It's a good idea. That's a lot of typing.
It is a lot of typing, but,
yeah,
it's an hour's worth of it scrolling across the screen. So,
yeah. You know what? I bet this thing would run out of characters. I'd try it, but.
Oh, does that have a limit on what you can?
I don't know. I bet it does. So you may tell you a technical funny. It's not funny.
What's up?
So, data has been a problem. The Term Lab doesn't have an export function unless you are integrated like the other orgs, right?
Yeah.
So
unless Wayne likes you.
Right. So I got all this data stuff that I've been working on, got it finished, and I got it to work, and life was good. And the way I did it is I had one page call another page type thing, but this one array, it needed to call however many shows we have. So 100, 200 shows, so they had to call all these pages. It popped out at 30.
Oh.
So I got to go back and redo it all in another way. Yeah. So anyways, that kind of set me back. But so you know what? I could sit there and type for half an hour and then, no more characters. Guess what? Now this idea is out the door.
Yep. That just half hour I can get back.
Right. Half the people can get glorified though.
Right. We just gotta where there's a will, there's a way. We just gotta find a way to integrate it somehow.
Yeah,
the background or something.
It's pretty cool so far. I have it to where, and also I'm working on the guys not having to spend all night typing stuff in for a couple reasons. One, when you type the stuff in, you make a mistake. 153.46 is way different than 15346 point anything, right? So, but that can happen. So,
I got a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Your background, can it change?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we can integrate like the Term Lab screen into like a corner of the background where, when it displays results at the end, even though you can't say.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Like when we're at the show, it's constantly flipping and showing, all right, this class, that class, that class was this, and this.
Yeah.
No
I've
typing
actually done that before. And so the only thing I would have to do to make that happen on this show is basically say Jimmy sends me data, Jordan sends me data, whoever sends data, I'd have to go and type all that into one show and then allow it to run. So once again, I'm typing. Maybe.
No, not necessarily. If we can see the evil brain's working again, basically just put a phone on a tripod in front of the screen and let it, Jimmy can do it at his end. You do it your end, they can do it their end, and just let it video a cycle of all the results.
Are you talking about live at the shows the way we did? Or you mean like here tonight?
Can we pull them back up later? Or is it only displayable at the show?
No, you can pull them up. As long as you don't clear the data, you can pull them up.
But I mean, like when he shuts down and goes home, it's cleared, right?
No.
No?
No, it saves.
Okay, so he can bring it home.
Shuts it all down and sends it to me later that night or the next day.
Okay, so he could take it home, open it back up, and just put it into, standby mode where it still just keeps displaying the results from the show.
Yeah.
And he could literally just shoot the little 20-minute loop video, set the phone there, hit play, walk away, come back. Here, upload the video to a cloud. You download it, stick it in the background.
Yeah, that would be easy.
No typing needed. It's going to constantly just be, and you could even break it up into sections here, move us down on the screen, and have two different ones playing up there if you had two different shows that weekend.
Now, I could probably use the program that I have running in the background, running that concert, to do that. This program, it's limited.
Oh, okay. So we can't like get funky with the background and add video to the background, like where it says Base Wars.
We can, like this concert that I have I could put anything I want back there.
Yeah, but that's behind you. But like what the screen I'm looking at, I see you in the concert and I see me. And then behind us is Base Wars Kicker, like a big background.
Right. So, yeah, that can't be – that's only a wallpaper, and it can't be a video. But
from where you're sitting, though, you got room on either side of you there. So,
yeah. Oh, watch this, man. You'll be proud. Check this out. I can be little. Right? See me down here?
Holy crap. Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely.
Really walking, you just shrunk.
Right. So I can make room.
Yeah, but now we're missing the sexiness that is Billy.
Well, that's okay because you can take my place.
They don't want that.
Right? I'm going to find somebody to take my place.
Here you go. We'll nominate her right there.
Yeah, I think she'd be a good one.
She just got nominated. She's the new co-host for Base Wars.
No.
Sound like she's begging to do it, man.
They did. I think she was saying, let's go. That's what she was saying.
Yeah. Yeah. But eventually I'll find somebody. Somebody to do it. Jimmy likes to do it.
Brad Barton said, here, you're Pittman sized.
Right. Right. That's hilarious. Aurora micro. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, like I said, definitely looking forward to seeing all you guys here real soon.
Yeah.
Looking forward for the rest of the season. So I say it was awesome to see you at Slam.
What do you have coming, man? You have cut scraping coming up. Do you know what after that? What's the next ones you're gonna hit?
After scraping, it's a bit questionable because there might be some big changes coming.
Right, you're gonna change tires?
Yeah, we're gonna change tires.
Right.
Might be a little surprise popping out on the scene. So
right. Yeah, that takes a while. Some tires take a while.
Tires take a while, but we got a quick change artist here. So
do you now?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We got one of them speedy tire shops here that can
Man, the last time I made my tires, because I like to make my own tires, took me a year. Yeah. Took me a year.
Oh no, we're thinking this tire change 2 weeks tops.
Ooh. Dude. I'd wager on that one.
Yeah.
Who's doing it? You doing it?
I don't know. It's quick change shop.
Because you at work. You got to work.
Oh no. We got a whole team for quick change of tires.
Oh yeah, you mean like Guido on Lightning McQueen?
Yeah, it's a Ferrari. Yeah.
I got you.
We got the whole pit crew coming out. 4 at once.
Wow. Yeah. Cool.
So hopefully after scraping, I said sundown show, maybe either a reveal or a sit it out. I'm not sure yet, but.
Oh, I think we should reveal the tires on this show. Make a video.
Oh yeah.
We can play it like I do the kicker video.
So what you're saying is we need to do like the time lapse of the tire changing process.
Yeah. Yeah, and then make a cool video at the end and do it right here.
That could happen.
Yeah.
That could happen. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
But I know there's a bunch of tires stacked in my garage right now.
Man. That hurt to have tires in the garage not getting used.
It does. I hate staring at tires.
Especially when you got the old tires on the thing.
Yeah, but sometimes the tread on them old tires is still good. You just don't want to, you don't want to take them off till you wear them out. But man, new tires just have that shine to them.
Right.
You know, we can't all change tires as fast as Jimmy Pittman, who just goes, "I'm gonna go to Slam and change my tires."
Right. Who can do that in like 10 minutes?
Only one man I've ever seen.
Yeah. No doubt.
Only man I've ever seen that goes to Slamology just to change his tires.
Right?
He showed up with no tires.
He wanted the air condition really bad.
He got the air conditioner, the rims, the new tires, everything.
Yeah. Man.
I'm really happy for him though. I
Yeah.
saw him cheese grinning more in that truck than
No doubt.
he was back in his element. It's been a while since he's gotten to just sit there and demo a car, and that dude was in his element. I was happy for him.
Hey, I'll tell you funny is I was walking around with the GoPro because my phone had gotten hot, and so I was using the GoPro, and so I come up and I'm just walking along that road, and I'm like, dang, there's Jimmy in the vehicle. I'm like, why is he sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle? Right? I was like, well, maybe the hot seat is the driver's seat, and the other guy that you know. And so I just took my little video and walked on. I didn't realize it was his.
A lot of people didn't. Like I said, the beauty of him getting that one, though, I mean, it's an extremely good build. I was there for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's a very good build.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Where'd it come from? Whose is it? Is it from somebody?
My buddy Neil Nebel.
And I don't know
always
Neil.
talk smack to.
Okay, I don't know Neil. Where's he from?
He's from right over here, other side of the water in Illinois.
Yeah, okay.
They own him and John Grimm built it. Midwest Audio Enhancements, that crew. And it's that. He built it. It made maybe like 1.5 shows. Never really got played.
Yeah.
No, nobody has. That monster's been sitting there for over a year.
Wow.
Just sitting there doing nothing. So Neil was just finally like, you know what? I don't use it. And me, him, and Jimmy talked, and I'm like, it always sucks buying somebody else's build because it's somebody else's build. Like, if I sold the Armada as it sits to anybody, people are going to go to the shows and be like, oh, where's Dan? But with this one, nobody had seen it because it got built and sat. So I was like, this is the perfect build because it's going to be your build. Nobody has been sat in it and goes, oh my God, this is Neil's truck or this is somebody else's truck. It's Jimmy's truck.
But I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would buy somebody's truck. I would buy a built truck, because let me just tell you something. One little pedestal that holds up a port can take hours of body work.
True.
There's 1 million hours into a good build, and that's a lot of time that you can just knock out in 10 minutes.
Very true. He managed to pull that one off. And I mean, but like I said, that's my biggest problem. I've had offers to buy a couple very, very well-known builds, and I didn't buy them just for this reason. And sure enough, I would see those builds under their new owners at other shows. And the first question, everybody walks up looking for the original owner. Like, where is such and such? And I'm like, that's the whole reason I just can't do it. Like, I can't. And plus, I'm the kind of guy, I want to know everything. I want to know everything. I want to be there while it's built. I want to be in on it. I gotta know what wire runs to what.
I'm with you there. That's when you got that much equipment and you got that big a build, it is handy to know all the ins and outs of it.
Right, because we're base heads and we have base head problems and things go wrong, and you got to be able to fix it on the spot. But if you don't know your build, which luckily the guy that built it, him and Neil and John Graham are really good people and kind of sat there and went through everything with him. And if he has questions, they're on call 24/7.
That's true.
He can call him and be like, hey, where does this go? And he'll be like, it goes here. Yeah. So, but a lot of builds too, people have, they don't even know when they sell it to you. Like, I don't know. I had 10 people building it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I got to know everything about it.
Man, I'm almost to start on my truck. I'm just waiting for it to get out of the body shop, right, where it's fixing that little fender. And I'm like, it's going to take a year. I know it is. A year of working, It just does. It takes me a long time.
Well, you're a busy man, sir. You got a job and then another job and then the base wars. And dude, you have no time.
Right. And wherever I work on, it'll be an hour away. So there's a lot of drive time in there too, you add 2 hours to your day of just doing nothing but driving. Now I'll listen to a book and somehow try to make myself smarter, but the end of the day, it's still 2 hours gone.
Yep.
If you're not working on a truck and you're not cutting the grass and all that stuff. So
life happens, and unfortunately, we got to be in it.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's pluses and minuses to each one, but yeah, for me, I mean, even though like I've this build right here, we had a crew. I was there for 90% of the time. I knew everything in it. I did the wiring. They helped with a lot of stuff, and we had, but I knew it. I was there, so I made sure. I'm OCD too. It's got to be done a certain way, or it's not right. If it's not done the way I wanted it, it can be done perfectly. The best guy in the game could do it, but I didn't do it, so it's not right.
Right. Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna try and go overboard. I really want this one to be over the top. Really, really over the top. Probably the last.
Just like in all aspects, we talking like light up acrylic and fiberglass, or just
No, I am not a fan of acrylic.
No, you don't like the pretty.
I don't think it's pretty.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's highly annoying. As a matter of fact, you ever try to? You don't, but go try to take a picture of any of those builds on that parking lot when they got plexi.
When you get done with this, I want you to look up Bill Wyko, WYKO.
I've heard the name or seen it somewhere.
You look up his page and then tell me about acrylic after you see his. That guy.
I like it for the light. I like it for the lights, and I'm telling you, it's pretty. And I think I met him. Is this a Tahoe that's got DD in it, or a Suburban, something?
He's done a few. He's got a van that's incredible. He did like an old school 51 Ford or something with a full wall in it with 4 Rockford T19s or T1 19-inch subs, and everything this guy does is gorgeous.
The stuff is pretty, okay, but you can't take a picture of it.
True. Yeah, the glare and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of it is night shot. We need some night views.
Every photo I took this weekend has me in it.
Well, see, that helped.
Right? I'm not photoshopping all those. I'm just gonna tell you right now. We just won't see those. But so that's the only reason I don't really like acrylic is for that reason.
Right. So once you start posting Base Wars After Dark and some shows at night.
Right. I will in some way make it pretty, I promise. But I just don't know if it'll be that.
So what are we going for? 170s, 180s, 75s?
Man, I have no idea. 70, a 70 at least, but
70 at least. All right.
But I don't have any idea. And then that's not the total purpose of it, because I'm not probably going to be competing anywhere, But I'm just going to make a fun, windy 170 at 30 hertz, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what it'll be. But
I know what that feels like. I sat in it 3 times this weekend.
Right. But
you will be able to do 1,000 demos an hour because nobody will last.
Right. But I'm gonna make the front of it really unique. That's my goal. I want to make it just fine inside. And when I say fine, I mean like Lexus fine.
Nice.
Whether I can pull it off or not, I don't know, but I'm gonna try.
Then you definitely need to look up Bill Wyko's page.
Yeah.
Like the interior work on his stuff. Like I said, I mean, he does great with Plexi, but I mean, just the overall interior, like you're talking like luxury car look on a build.
On a Chevrolet pickup?
On anything.
Model Chevrolet pickup? It ought to be cool.
He's been doing this for 40-something years.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I just
man has got a talent that is unreal. Hey, I will say him and Brett Levitt. Those two guys.
Yeah. Right?
What's that?
Maybe I just carry it to him.
You'd have to drop it off. I mean, it ain't no fast work. It might be a year in the build, but this man does just
as a hands of God. I know. It takes so long to do it right or to do it pretty.
Somebody says I'm going to demo at my shows under the Base Wars name. Now I know who it is.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Jordan is getting his up and going too, I think.
Oh no, I don't want a demo of Jordan's.
Right.
Nobody really wants that demo. Not anybody with any common sense wants that demo.
Right. Yeah.
My record for tap outs is 0 right now, and I know how to pick my fights. That's not a fight I want to pick.
I think he's the first one that actually in Base Wars did a 170. I think, yeah, he is.
Oh, so he was sandbagging that day. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was scared to turn up. Did a 170.99, if I remember right. I think.
Oh, he was definitely sandbagging.
Yeah. Yeah. That was in Slidell, Louisiana.
Yeah, he was playing with it then.
Funny thing about that show, I went and did a show there. I had one person show up, and he came from Hattiesburg, the town I lived in, you know. So the next show I did there, I think I had 2 people. And the next show, I up or down or maybe 0. And then the next show had 35 people. It's like, what the crap? How did this happen? You know, everybody just decided to come, you know.
You got a good product, people are going to buy in.
Yeah, they was a little slow to give me a chance, I think is what it was. Down here, USAC rules the roost, you know.
Right.
As far as I don't know how they do it, but if they have a show, people just want to go. And they just do. But they don't have
I'll say around St. Louis, a lot of the orgs. Like, I mean, we got Midwest SPL. That's pretty much it. I mean, Connie will occasionally get up here and do a USAC show, but I will say Midwest SPL pretty much has the following in St. Louis, Illinois areas.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, dude, I came with Kicker to their finals, you know, and I know people have said other things, but I met the guy Bill, I guess. Is that
for Midwest SPL?
Yeah.
No, that's Steve.
Steve, yeah, Steve. That's right. Steve Bennett, yeah. But he seemed real nice. Seemed nice as he could be. And honestly, it's the shows, the finals. It looked like it was run really well.
They do. I mean, they do host. Steve Benton does host. I mean, and Pippin, you know, the whole cruise. But I mean, I will say that's one thing that has kept them going, and you guys too, is that it runs like a well-oiled machine. I mean, of course, every show's going to hit, but they've been doing it for a while, and finals, they know how to host it, they know how to run it, and it's just time, you know, that the system just becomes in place.
I wouldn't say that all the other, because I went to all of them that year, all the finals with the Kicker guys, and I'm telling you, that was definitely the best one run, but from what I saw, now. DB Drag and Mecca was at the same spot. I think they did it at the same spot at the same time. So, but and I don't know, you know, really how it went or not. But some of the others were just chaotic looking. You know, I watched them try to clamp one guy for a solid 45 minutes. Yeah, same guy sitting there for 45 minutes. And I was like, well, I definitely will never clamp. You know, no.
I get why they clamp, and
me too.
That's the point of it.
And it's really cool. I think it's a really cool thing to say, okay, how loud can you go up to this amount of power? I mean, I love that.
Well, see, like I'm from the old school though. Like I'm from, you know, I got into this in the mid '90s, and back then we had the cheater amps, and that was always kind of the fun part. Right. You know, people got pissed. People had fights over this stuff, but it was still part of the fun edge of, you know, and the manufacturers all loved it. They all got in on it, you know, every single Kicker being one of the kings of it. I mean, the old Kicker ZRs were one of the ultimate cheater amps.
Right. Remember those Orion, what was it, 225?
Yeah, the 225 HCCAs. Yeah. Cheater amp from hell. The Kicker ZR100, cheater amp from hell. Who else had one? Fosgate, they had theirs.
They all had them.
Everybody had the cheater amps, and everybody knew. Yeah. So it was just, you know, it came down to, you know, the battle of the brands and how low could you go. You know, guys are running at, you know, 0.0001. Right. You're frying bacon on the amps, but you know, you were in that 100-watt class pushing out, you know, the 3,400 watts out of that amp.
But you know what? I tell you what I miss about it back then. Like now, right now, if you look at probably any of the orgs, Base Wars included, Man, whoever's got the most power and the most, I'm gonna almost say money, but I don't really mean that because some science can make you win, right?
Oh yeah.
Over money. But back then, you know, you had to do everything. So just because somebody's got 421s and they, you know, you got, and you do 5 decimals lower than them, you can't win. Why would you enter, right? But back then, you were judged on your install, your sound quality, everything. And so even though you couldn't be as loud as that guy, well, maybe you just picked up those points somewhere else. And so people got to actually compete, even though they weren't same SPL.
Right. And that's kind of also the way well, back then you had beautiful builds too. Like everybody had the layouts and everything. It was great.
That's why. So
yep, it was great. And I'll say too, like that's why I love like the music classes. I mean, back when I was metering, you know, I didn't ever want to enter the PERT classes. That just wasn't. I like, you know, from a spectator point of view, I enjoy watching the battle,
right?
Because I myself was usually an underdog at shows, but I would enter the music average classes and had tricks up my sleeve. You know, I knew the right tracks to play. I knew, and this is back when you couldn't run. This was in the pre-iPod days and pre-MP3. Everything was on CDs.
Right.
So, you know, you had your head unit had to be installed in the dash. So, like when Jensen dropped a head unit, it had 60 seconds of anti-skip. That was like my secret weapon.
Dream come true,
yeah. Everybody else, you know, this guy over here's got, you know, 15, 20,000 more watts than me. Should decimate me. It comes out of the gate just crushing me.
Yeah.
10 seconds into the song, he's over there going up, 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 and I'm just still going. And of course, it's an average. So that's when the turtle catches the hare.
Right.
But, you know, I love watching the man even from a spectator view because it's ever changing. You know, it's when you're sitting there watching it from the sidelines, you're watching an actual, you know, the nonstop 30, 60, 90-second battle of watching that. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
just
fun.
When you think somebody won, they picked the wrong track and they missed the fact that there's a 5-second break in the song.
Yeah, we see that even now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this song beats so hard, but now the Bluetooth goes off in the middle of the run.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I miss it. I miss it being like that. That was fun. And more people could be competitive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I know the Burp guys have got it. Mad respect for them, but I grew up on the music thing, and that's my thing. I got into car audio for the loud music and the girls and the ride down the strip and the beating the windows off the thing. So
yeah, that was
I at heart that's always been me. Is just I love the music stuff.
Yeah, the good old days. Right.
Yep. LL Cool J, you know, the bumping system, booming system riding on the strip.
No doubt. Let me tell you something else that's really odd is, you know, when you like I run Bass Wars, right? I have help running it, but in essence, I run it, right?
Right.
But people want a rule book. Why would they want?
Because loopholes and technicalities, and I hate that because you have so like you've been to the finals. If you've watched like the big finals, like USAC finals or World Finals for DB Drag and all that, and half the time there is spent nitpicking because a rear windshield wiper is not attached or a piece of tape is in the wrong location, or I'm like, if it makes you loud, do it. You know, like.
Right.
I don't care if you've got tape floor to ceiling.
That's why I'm wondering why these people want me to create a rule book.
I think once you do that, and then people are going to want to find the loopholes of the rules, and then people are going to bitch about the loophole in the rule and say that somebody cheated. Opens Pandora's box.
Just go do what you want to do. Don't worry about no rules.
That's what makes Bass Wars so much fun.
I don't think some people get it, man. I think they're so programmed. They have to be constrained to this box that they can think outside of it.
Exactly.
I'm like, you know,
exactly what it is. I
am writing a rule book. I have written a rule book, right? It's got like 2 rules. And the rest of it is, this is how we do this. And it's not a rule. It's so you know how to do it.
Right. This is what class you're going to be in.
This is why. And yeah. But yeah, man, I think people are so accustomed to being able to being told what they have to do with their own build. When I say do what you want to do, they don't get it. They're like, well, can I do whatever you want to do?
Right.
Get in where you fit in, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. Like I said, that's what makes it so much fun, but it's hard to deprogram people that are used to,
oh man.
Well, how did that guy do that? And I didn't do that because there's a rule for that. And it's like,
right.
Oh, I like the street battle aspect of it of, hey, pull up and run with your brum.
Yeah.
You know?
There's
and it's great because man, so many people throughout all the years of being in this and everybody I talk to, you know, they want to get in a build, but they're like, and I'm like, man, if you do this, it would gain so much, bro. It would demo so much harder.
Right.
You'd hit these low notes or it'd change this to where you want it. But that put me in a class that I don't want to be in. I have to move the box this much inches that way, or I have to be 1 inch above my window line, and that's going to kill me. And then I'm in a different class, bro. No offense to any orgs out there, but is the org paying for your build?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Is the org riding around listening to your build every day? Because I tell everybody the reality of it is you go to the org, you know, in an average month, you're going to spend 4 minutes on a microphone. 4 minutes out of 30 days.
Right.
Total combined on a microphone. Right. So the rest of that 30 days of that month, you have to enjoy your system.
Yeah. Man, I think my concert ended.
Yeah, Pearl Jam has left the building.
They coming back.
Oh, they're coming back for the encore. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, they got a little bit left to go. But yeah, man, people want me to define what I define as a wall, since I come up with these no wall classes. And
right.
I say, if you look in there, if it's a wall, then write wall down. Join the no wall. You know, join the wall class. Right. If you look in there and it ain't a wall, then you know. And so a wall is not. You'll never define a wall by a certain amount of inches from.
No.
I had a guy pull up in a CRX. His box stopped a half inch from the roof. It was not a wall. You know why it wasn't a wall? He had his subs inverted and the magnet was almost touching the roof. But in actuality, he had a big box sitting in his car. That's what it was.
Were the subs facing forward? Obviously not, because they were almost touching the roof.
They were facing up. So I'm like, if you got your subs facing up, it's not possible for it to be a wall unless maybe it's fourth order, right?
Right.
But
even at that, it's now surrounded by wood.
Right.
In a box.
Right.
So that makes it a wall. But if it's a box and your roof is the roof, it's a box.
And I ain't trying to beat up on anybody about it, but they just are programmed that they have to know how many inches it is from the ceiling.
Right.
Think outside the box, please.
Like I said, it sucks because like in every other org, Jackie, and you've seen her build a million times, you know, the subs fire up, the port fires to the rear. It's a removable box, but she's in a wall class every time in front of the org. She has no chance.
In what world is that a wall?
How do you port a wall backwards? You know, you can't. It's
in what world do you look at that car and call it a wall?
It's tall. That's it. And you can still see out her back window. You can look in there and see the car behind you. But
anybody that would look in the vehicle would say that is not a wall. Is Jackie's car walled off? Nobody is going to say yes.
No, but the orgs do.
Why? Anyway, that's not really what I'm trying to get into. I guess my point was maybe if people would just quit concentrating on being told what to do what you want to do, and then come and just have fun. Don't worry about if it's an inch too tall. We not.
Yeah. Nope. It is. It's just common sense classes, brother. That's the beauty of it. That's why you're growing like you are.
Amen. That's exactly my point. Use that common sense, and just.
But you forget it's 2021, and unfortunately, society is somewhat lacking. I guess I don't know, but Man, now, like I said, we all love it. We enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
that's what it needs to get back to. It doesn't need to get back to the shit that I've seen at other shows where people are nitpicking and bickering about every little thing about, well, his RCA was showing, or like I said, a piece of tape isn't there. The gas cap was missing off the car.
I remember
Like,
that one.
did that affect the score? Like, you got beat by 9 dBs.
Right.
How was that going to affect you?
And listen, so this is something I really don't understand, and I don't beat up on them about that, but somewhere I get they probably wrote a rule that says, you can't alter something. Like maybe you can't put a camper shell on top of a Camry and put it on. I don't know what that comes from, right? But I'm sure it was from something like that. And then, but we call judges for a reason, right? So you should judge, but I guess just like the judges at court, if you say guilty, there's nothing that judge can do to not hammer it to you, right? But in that case, somebody actually told her she's out because her gas flap wasn't on there. How could anybody with a straight face do that?
I have seen that. Yeah, it was Munson at finals that
he was
the dude literally got beat by like 8 dBs. The closest person to him was like 8 dBs behind.
Yeah.
And started screaming that the rear wiper, it was a CRX, that there's supposed to be a rear windshield wiper on the car. Well, not all of them even came with a rear wiper. It was part of an upgrade package.
Right.
But of course, they got a vinyl wrap on the car, so you couldn't tell if it did or didn't. But it wasn't like that rear windshield wiper was going to just mysteriously drop them 8 dBs.
Right.
I mean, just take your loss, take the fact that you just got stomped out in the lane, and go home with it. I mean,
somebody should judge then, not just
right. I mean, there was no need to even pull that up and go, oh well. How could somebody even feel good about getting a trophy that way if it did work and they did get DQ'd? Well, I won. Bro, you got beat by 8 dBs and raised hell about a windshield wiper.
That would hurt to take that trophy home, wouldn't it?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't live with myself and look at that trophy and know how I got it and be like, yeah. But I won. I'm the world champion of that class because of this. Like, no, I couldn't sleep with that. Hell no, you mollywopped me.
Right.
Have a nice day. I'm shaking your hand. Let me get a demo.
Yeah, man. I couldn't do it. But I ain't trying to beat up on those orgs. I did some of those, but those are the reasons. Those are not the reasons, but that's why I do it the way we do it, is to make it, and just, you don't need the rules. I mean, you don't have to have them. Just think outside the box a little bit, and don't confine yourself to 11 and a half inches from the ceiling, or whatever it is. But, well, all right, Dan. I think, man, we've kept them long enough. What do you think, man? You ready to go to bed?
Absolutely, yeah. Pro Jam's on their encore, and
right.
I think we'll send them out.
Boy, that's a nice looking concert, ain't it? All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you, I think, next Monday. Dan, it'll be the Dan and Jim show.
Oh, no. It'll be back to the, you guys get to tune back into your regular class with Sexy Billy and Little Jimmy in the show. Jimmy will probably be out there hosting the show from his truck. So I'm going to look at you.
That's true.
He'll be sitting in the truck hosting it from now on.
No doubt.
Or else it'll be his background on the page. But
we know that's coming.
That's coming.
But I do like that one from Alaska he's been using. That's a cool background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that on the phone. I got the sucky thing. I can't quadruple backgrounds. But
I wonder if you could. Be interesting. Get your green sheet and try it out.
Yeah. Well, hey, like I said, the idea with the video thing, that might be something to look into with the scrolls.
Yeah. That could definitely be done. Another monitor, and I know.
Simple way to do it. Yeah, monitor and a camera, and then you can just loop the video up behind your head over here.
Right.
If you have 2 shows, and you got one on either side of your head.
Yeah.
But just constantly flipping the scores. So.
For sure. Well, all right. Well, Dan, thank you for helping me out on the show tonight. And for everybody else,
brother.
We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.